So here we go, walking up to the starting line. Got my bib number 3 something, 362. Feeling okay, not great. See how this goes. 3 miles, half hour, working on a 6-hour time if I can keep up this pace. I'm in a really bad headspace. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Knees hurt. About 10 miles in. Fucking hurting. Knee is hurting real bad. My right knee. Can hardly run. Can hardly move it any faster than a fast walk. Fucking sucks. Absolute excruciating pain right now. Trying to push on. My knee is so bad I can hardly take a step on flat ground. I know I'm making excuses, but 12 miles in, excruciating uphill that we're in right now, my knee is blown out. So unfortunately, I am done. Next aid station, I'm pulling myself out. Super disappointed. Trained for a long time for this. My knee is fucked. That knee right there. Just summited this mountain. I'm headed down the backside, and this is the problem. This is where I should be making up time. Fast on the downhills. My fucking knee hurts so bad I can't bend it, so I'm going slower on the downhills than I am on the uphills, and that is a recipe for failure. This is horrible. This is how slow I'm going down this hill. Oh, fuck. Super disappointing. So I just left an aid station. They had sausage cooking. They had beers. I didn't have any beers. I had a piece of sausage, Coca-Cola, piece of banana, and I am pushing on the next 4 miles to the next aid station. It's beautiful out here today. Couldn't have asked for a better day for this. But you could ask for better knees. And my fucking right knee is excruciatingly hurt. I know I keep saying it, but that's what's gonna get me to not finish this damn race. Any kind of downhill and the outside of my knee, right around the kneecap, absolutely throbs. So gonna be all for naught, I feel, but humbling experience anyways. I'm out here, I'm doing it, but the hardest part I've heard is yet to come. There's a 8-mile area, so there's 4 miles in between each. Look at that, I'm running 4 miles between each aid station, and the next one there's actually 8 miles, so there's a double coming up next, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to push through that. Back at the last aid station I got some Advil. Hopefully, God willing, that takes my knee pain away. If that takes my knee pain away, I'll finish. But with this knee pain the way it is right now, no way. Can't do it. So as you can tell, I still got the stamina. The only thing that's quitting is my fucking knee. So much mud. But we're 17 miles in and I'm still running. I mean, I feel good, other than the excruciating pain when I go downhill on my right leg. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Huge doubt. This is beautiful. Alright, so I just came out on this road. This next aid station's got to be up here pretty soon. They said it was 4 miles. My watch says I've been 4.5, so aid station's got to be coming up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to call it up here, depending on how I feel after a short break, but my knee is throbbing, and any downhill is so bad. I know I keep saying it, but I'm trying to push through 20 miles here with a bum knee. Super frustrated. Also, I haven't seen anybody in like 3 miles. So, I know I'm not at the back of the pack. So the back of the pack is pretty far back. And you gotta hit the 20-mile mark by 2 p.m. Coming up on the 20-mile mark, and it's coming up on 1 p.m. So there's probably going to be a lot of people who are disqualified for time. That was my biggest worry. Second to this fucking bum knee. But trying to walk and run with a limp is horrible in a 50K. Beautiful day out though. So, a little race recap as I'm here at home. Feeling defeated, but I guess I've accepted it. It's extremely frustrating when you have more in the tank. Like, my mind, my heart, my muscles are fine. I could have finished. I know I could have. But my knee was not fine. And, you know, like, I just keep thinking about, like, professional sports players who get hurt, you know, at the end of the season on a championship run, or, you know, my brother who was a prolific skier and hurt his knee, and, you know, he can't really ski anymore like he used to. And it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. Injuries are a tough thing. It's frustrating. Extremely frustrating. I said that a few times in the video, but it was a great race. It was a great day. It was tough. A lot of uphill, a lot of steep inclines and steep declines, and that's what initially took me out. So the little recap of the race is, so we started out strong. I was sticking with my cousin, and I did my first 5K. I did 3 miles in like 28 minutes or something like that, and was feeling great. I was doing I averaged 5 miles an hour. You get to the first aid station, and there is I want to say 2-mile loop where you climb up a mountain and then come back down the mountain, and then you continue on 30 miles. And that's where I hurt my knee. I was feeling too good and summited that mountain past a bunch of people, and on the downhill I just kind of let myself go. And if you know, if you've trail run before, you just, on some downhills, if you're feeling good, you just let yourself go. So you're just using your body weight and just making sure your feet catch up. And that's a lot of pressure on your knees, and I just tweaked my right knee just a little bit, and I felt it, and I was like, damn, that's going to come back and haunt me. And sure enough, it just started throbbing. And downhill is the absolute worst, no matter what. Like, I was going uphill faster than I was going downhill, and that's no way to race. You're supposed to run on the downhills and walk on the uphills, and I was actually propelling myself faster uphill than I could step down. I was sidestepping down these hills. And I'm making excuses right now. There's no excuse. These people, my cousin Russ, I want to give a huge shout out to my cousin Russ, who finished the 50K in 8.5 hours. My uncle Lionel, who finished 40 miles in, I think, about the same, like 10 hours or something like that. He finished his 50K at 2:30 in the afternoon. Like, he did his 50K in like 6-something hours. Like, it's crazy to me to think, some people don't have knee pain. Some people's knees never hurt. There were older dudes there just kicking ass, and it's frustrating having bad knees. Super frustrating having bad knees. So my braces didn't help. So I hurt my knee on that loop, and then I kept pushing. I felt it, and then after the second aid station, it was a huge incline and decline. We climbed a mountain. It was like 2,000 feet of elevation gain in 4 miles. Gain and descent in 4 miles, and coming down that mountain did the damage. By the time I got to the end of that, I got to that aid station at the end of the mountain, and I was just like, the little girl goes, "How you doing?" And I was like, "I'm gonna call it." She's like, "You're gonna call it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm calling it here." So I hung out for a minute. Dude that was there gave me some aspirin. So I took some aspirin and had a Coca-Cola, and I was like, maybe I can push to the next one, see how I feel there. So that was 4 miles. So I pushed another 4 miles and felt good going uphill. And then as soon as we hit that downhill, it just killed me. Killed my knee. And when I got to mile 20, there was an escort car. That makes it a little more easy. And yeah, I couldn't take another step. I couldn't take another step downhill. I could have gone uphill all day, but I couldn't take one more step downhill. And that's how it ended. I ended up doing 20 miles in 5 hours and 32 minutes. And have a bum knee, 4,000 feet of elevation gain, 4,500 feet of elevation gain. So again, huge shout out to my Uncle Lionel for finishing 40 miles and finishing a 50K in like 6 hours. Mountain run 50K in 6 hours. And my cousin Russ finishing his 50K in 8 hours. It's awesome. It's awesome. Superhumans. Superhumans is what we strive to be. But my knees are not superhuman. They have proved to me that I am mortal. We'll be back. Next one's coming up. Got something big coming up next. You wait for this next thing. It's even bigger than this. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.